Should West Coast bring back their original Eagle logo and the navy jumper? So recently in Gather Round, we saw the Eagles bring back one of their retro jumpers from the late 90s, and it honestly looked pretty great. The big change for the Guernsey was obviously the navy shade of blue, and we'll get into whether the Eagles should wear navy more often a little later in the video. But the retro Eagles head logo was also front and center on this jumper, and it got me wondering whether West Coast should bring this logo back full time. When West Coast rebranded with their new logo in 2018, I really liked it, and I still do. It's a great modern looking logo that also calls back to their OG logo, and fits nicely into the classic Wings Guernsey design. But there's just something about that OG logo that I really like. On the one hand, it seems a little dated, but on the other, it's also kinda timeless, which doesn't really make sense. So let's look at what the current West Coast jumpers would look like with the OG Eagle. First, we've got their current home and clash kits. I just think the old logo looks better on the jumper than the modern Eagle. Maybe the right answer is to keep the modern Eagle as the logo and the old Eagle returns on the jumper, but they probably want brand symmetry across their logo and jumpers. Next, let's talk about West Coast having a navy jumper. The navy version of the Wings looks fantastic, and I do think there's a place for it in West Coast's Guernsey set. I wouldn't have it as their home jumper, but maybe as an alternate or an away jumper when there's no clash. The other change I've made for this set of Guernseys is using a darker shade of royal blue, which I think looks better on both the home and clash jumpers. If we stick with the modern Eagle, it still looks better in the darker shade of blue, and a navy version of this jumper still looks great. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.